Wandolio. Welcome to Top 10 Florida Baseball Academy, and I am the Director of Player Development. Good to see you.
Connection here, this elbow is connection here, this elbow is connection here. We have 3 points of connection. A great student of the game. Ted Williams was a great student of the game. They had success. Because when they talked about how to hit the ball, they went over to the science of the physics of how to hit the ball. They studied the physics, they studied the trigonometry, they studied the angles, they studied the geometry of hitting. You haven't had a chance to do this yet, have you? You need to do this if you want to have success. You need to read books about hitting. You all have very good manners. You're not wild and you're not out of control and you're not rude. You're nice boys. But now I need you to be a man. And there's a difference between a nice boy from the Caribbean and a man that's going to be a major league player. So one of the things that we're going to teach you here is how to introduce yourself to a scout. Okay? So, your eye contact becomes very important. You must look him in the eye when you shake his hand. You're going to give him a firm handshake. And you're going to smile, and you're going to be warm, and you're going to be sincere, and you're going to have some energy when you shake his hand. You may even want to use a second hand to hold his hand. Okay, hi, this is Jimmy Breslin from Top 10 Florida Baseball. Here we are in the Dominican Republic at our academy in Wandolio. And we have with us our pitching coach, Francis. And we have with us Brandon. Brandon, where are you from?
Bahamas.
And how old are you?
19.
And what position you play?
Pitcher.
You're a pitcher, you're a right-handed pitcher. And your top velocity has reached what?
92.
So you're up to 92 with us right now, steady 88, 91, touching 92, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you've been with us for how long?
About 8 months.
So Brandon has been here in the academy for 8 months. When he originally came, he had some arm pain, and Coach Casada has been working with him, doing a lot of strengthening exercises. And we're in the process right now of shortening up Brandon's arm action. It's our feeling that he has very, very deep arm action. He's breaking the acromial line. He's reaching back really far. And he's kind of plateaued at 90, 91. And we kind of think that because of Brandon's strength in his arm action, that he might be a 93 to 96 guy. So we're going to try to shorten up his arm action. Brandon, show us where you normally go with your arm, where your arm action has been when you go down. So Brandon has been, go in there again and stay back in there. So Brandon has been getting deep in here, breaking the acromial line, and getting deep in here with his arm action, okay? And we're gonna shorten that up. Our idea is we're gonna shorten him up. So Coach Casada, Coach Francis here is going to show him the arm action that he likes. And what we're replicating here is we're replicating the power pitchers in Major League Baseball. The power pitchers in Major League Baseball, Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, great pitchers, lasted a long time, Roger Clemens. They've pitched in the Major Leagues for over 20 years, and they've pretty much avoided arm issues with their shoulder and the elbow, and they've all had very long careers. And they're basically short armers, where they're not reaching really deep, they're not really reaching far back, and they're not breaking the acromial line. So Coach is working with Brandon on doing this. So Coach, you're going to show him, go ahead and show him the arm action to Kitu Kieri. So Kitu Kieri aquí, Coach. Maybe you can turn Brandon sideways. Brandon, maybe you're going to come over this way. Okay, and Coach, you can come over this way. And we're going to take a look at the arm action that we're looking for here. Okay, so you can see this is a shorter path. It's a more consistent path. We feel that this is going to allow Brandon to probably, go ahead and do that a couple times, Coach. Más veces, okay? Una más vez, okay? And we're trying to get Brandon to not break the acromial line. We're trying to get him to shorten up his arm action. And there's 2 things that we're looking for here. We're looking for prolonged health for the shoulder and the elbow. We feel that this might avoid an injury for him in the future. And we're also looking for increased velocity. We feel that possibly Brandon has plateaued at the 89 to 91 range, topping out at 92. And because you're how tall?
6'4".
6'4", 6'4.5", pushing 6'5". You step into a pair of cleats, you're at 6'6". So you're a big player. You've got long arms. You've got real long fingers. You create very good backspin on the ball. You've got fast arm action, and there's not an ounce of fat on your body. You're all muscle. So when I see you, I want to see 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, and that is what I want to see. So that's what we're going for. That makes sense? So we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to do that. So go ahead and get your foreseeing grip right there. So what we're doing here right now is we're going to bring the hands down at the same tempo, and the elbows are going to be at the same angle. When the hands split, the hands are going to split from the center of the body at an equal distance, giving us an equal angle on the elbows. As he continues to separate, we have an equal distance of the hands from the center of the body. We have an equal distance from the ground up to the bottom of his elbows. And he's at the same angle on the elbows. We're looking for similar and equal arm angles and distances so that he's in perfect symmetry form. We don't want something different like that. We don't want one hand out here and one hand over here. This is a different arm angle and it's a different distance. So we're using this center of his body, his CG, as a reference point to measure angles and to measure distances. So it's all about tempo at this point. It's all about tempo. So we're going to go down the elevator. When we're teaching our little kids, we're going to say, hey, down the elevator, up the elevator, down, down, and up. And technically, if we take this hand out of the picture, this finger is basically drawing the letter J. It's the letter J. If he was going to have a magic marker in his hand and he was drawing the letter J on the board, that's his arm action right there.
You gotta be kidding me. I pulled the group together and you're last? You're kidding me, right? Are you kidding me? I pulled the group together and you're still sitting down? You want me to buy food for you? You want me to do stuff for you? No, thank you. I'm going to say no. I'm here to work my ass off for you. You have to work your ass off for me. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. You want to go to the major leagues? You got 2 scouts over there watching you. And you guys are walking, not hustling. You want me to believe you, you got to sell it to me. You got to show me that you want it. Put your hat on straight for me. Where's your hat, Kenny? Huh? What?
It flew up on the bus.
It flew off on the bus? It's because you didn't have it on straight. Because you had it on crooked, backwards, sideways. Didn't I tell you this morning to put your hat on straight? Huh? Listen, we're not here to fool around. I have a responsibility to protect you. You can't distract me. I'm trying to get him into the major leagues. Where's Brandon at? This guy's going to sign a contract for a major league team within 30, 60 days. This guy's going to sign a contract for the major leagues in 30, 60 days. Sullivan, stop yawning. I don't want to see that again. Don't show me that again. It only takes 1 or 2 guys to slow the group down. I'm going to find out which guys are slowing you down. Follow the guys that are hustling. Be a leader. Just because the other guy's going slow and you're going slow, that means, oh, okay, yeah, that means you're going no place. You're going no place. You had a chance to impress 2 major league teams today, and you didn't even hustle onto the field. You kind of walked out and did your regular thing. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
Wearing top 10 baseball.
Wearing my shirt. You guys got to get some discipline, some self-respect for yourself. Your parents are spending money for airplane tickets, for visas, for food, for equipment. This guy out hustled out every one of you guys today. Every time we picked up balls, he was running after balls. You were walking after balls. That tells me what he wants. He's selling me. He's selling the scout. He's showing respect for the game. Now, you're not all going to go to the major leagues. I know that for a fact. But I know a couple guys that have a really good shot. It's called sequential motion. It's called kinetic motion. It's called sequencing your body for power. It doesn't matter how big your chest is or how big your biceps or triceps are. If you cannot move your body quickly and properly and smoothly in the proper sequential motion, you will never generate the top power that you might be capable of producing. Okay, we're going to talk about something very important this morning. I want you to try to read that name on the bat there.
Harvey Krupnick.
Harvey Krupnick.
Krupnick. Oh, Krupnick.
Harvey Krupnick. Did you ever hear of Harvey Krupnick? Harvey Krupnick was one of the greatest Jewish left-handed quarterbacks the United States has ever seen. But that's not real important today. What's important is he was one of the greatest hitting instructors that Major League Baseball has ever seen. Now, what happens with most players is who's your favorite team?
The Dodgers.
Who's your favorite player?
Peter, probably.
Who's your favorite hitting coach? Blank. Who's your favorite pitching coach? Blank. Who's your favorite infield coach? Blank. See what happens? Yeah. So guys like Harvey Krupnick will spend their 50 years on the baseball field sharing information, wisdom, and knowledge. And Major League Baseball will recognize them. Harvey's in 3 Hall of Fames. When I went to the Hall of Fame with Harvey, we got VIP treatment. If I go there without Harvey, I got to pay $20 to get in. Because Harvey's pretty special. So Harvey's not with us anymore, but he's watching today, and he wants you to learn a couple things, and he's asked me to tell you these things, okay? Now, Harvey's a really special guy. When Harvey was 10 years old, he really loved baseball so much that he wrote Ted Williams a letter. Ted Williams had the only baseball camp in the United States at the time. Ted Williams had the first baseball camp. So Harvey knew about it because Harvey was a Boston Red Sox guy. So Harvey wrote Ted a letter and said, Ted, I would love to come to your camp, but I can't afford it. My parents can't afford it. So I will do anything that you need me to do. I will cook, I will clean, I will scrub, I'll cut the grass, I'll peel potatoes. I just want to get a couple hacks at the end of the day. Ted, being a really big guy, said, come on down, Harvey. You can peel potatoes, and then I'm going to let you take a couple swings at the end of the day, and we'll see what you got. So Harvey would peel potatoes all day long, looking out the window, watching the ball game. The kids are playing. It's the 7th inning. Harvey's running out of time. He's peeling potatoes as fast as he can because he wants to get one at bat in the final inning. Well, Ted and Harvey became best friends. Harvey later on had his tryout for the Detroit Tigers at Fenway, hit a couple balls over the Green Monster, got signed by the Detroit Tigers. On his way to the major leagues, he got drafted and sent to Vietnam. It derailed his baseball career. But he became a great baseball coach, and he spent 40, 50 years coaching. Many of his players went on to Major League Baseball. He won a number of state championships, and he's taught thousands of players how to hit. And we're going to share a couple things that Ted and Harvey worked on years ago that have kind of been lost and forgotten about. If you said Ted Williams was a great baseball player, Ted Williams was a left-handed hitter, Ted Williams was the greatest hitter of all, you'd also say Ted Williams was a wrist hitter. Ted Williams knew the importance of using the wrists properly. Okay? Now you use your wrists pretty good. You've got good wrists and you're using pretty good, but I want you to be more aware of what you're doing with your wrists, and I want you to bring your wrists to the next level. Okay? So when we're swinging the bat here, I'm going to use this bat here. The arms too soon. We want these arms bent at contact. This arm is in reserve. It's going to snap here. It snaps here. Now the fingers release. And we bring it right through with the fingers. And the the bat stays flat. It's just a very, with the elbow. See, if you watch my elbow, you'll see the elbow snaps. It's just a very slight manipulation with the elbow and the wrist. Try it again. Spread your feet. Much better already, right? See the difference? Now try to keep it flat with your fingers. It's better already. Feel it? Yeah. You're going to be an expert in a week. You could be an expert by 3 o'clock this afternoon. An expert. Okay? Okay, next drill. Breslin Top 10 Baseball. Here we are in Stewart, Florida with Tristan. Tristan's a middle infielder. We're going to be working on some glove and some foot actions, some infield actions this morning. So Tristan's using an 11 3/4 inch infield glove, which is appropriate for your position. Some guys like a stiffer glove. I like the glove that's a little bit more flexible.
I'm the same way.
It feels like you're not getting your hand deep enough in the glove, and you're using these fingers to pull it down a little bit. I'd like to see you get it a little bit deeper so that you can pull the top down a little bit more. And what I'm doing right here is I'm checking your grip, okay? So you don't have a really good four-seam grip right here, okay? Your thumb should be more in the center. The ball should be back across those seams more. That's going to give you more power, and it's going to give you more accuracy. Now, why don't you have the proper makeup? Well, that's the first chapter of our book. Unfortunately, some of you still have an umbilical cord tied back to your mothers. Your mothers are used to controlling you. Your mothers are used to protecting you, giving you cookies and potato chips, okay, and taking care of you, and they make you weak. They make you soft. So go win your Little League trophies. Go win your travel ball trophies. Maybe you can even win a high school trophy. But you ain't going to play at college because you're not tough enough. In case you haven't been watching the World Series the last week or so, the amount of toughness and grittiness on display from Mississippi, Auburn, Florida State, Arkansas, Louisville, all these teams that lost, they went down fighting, scratching and clawing to the last second. Good morning, Coach Jimmy B here in Florida. Top 10 Florida baseball. This morning we're working with Steve here. Steve is a softball player. You're playing modified arc?
Yes, modified arc.
And what would you like to accomplish with your swing?
I'd like to hit with my hips, inside ball, and snap those wrists.
Good.
I'd
So
like
we're gonna
to get additional
we're looking
speed
for
on the ball and some distance.
We're going to try to increase the velocity of the ball going out, try to get a little bit more distance.
Yes.
So we're going to give you one of the drills that we can work on to do that. We were very lucky. For many years, we had an incredible instructor working for us. I told you a little bit about him last week.
Yep.
Coach Harvey Krupnick out of Boston. And Coach K was taught how to hit by Ted Williams.
Yep,
So what I'm going to pass you to now came from Ted to Coach K to Coach Jimmy to Steve.
That
Now
sounds good to me.
you got to pass it on.
I'll pass it on.
All right. So you talked a little bit about how important the wrists are coming through.
Yes.
A lot of players, what will happen is they'll come through the ball and they'll kind of push a little bit, and they won't get the full bat head release. So we're going to work on finger and hand manipulation, wrist manipulation. So here's a drill. You can take a bat, any kind of straight line on the ground here. We're going to take an athletic stance, and we're going to point the bat right down through the middle of our body, straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing the bat on that line. I don't want the bat head to go off the line. I'm going to keep the bat head on the line, and I'm going to bring it right back up to a finished position. I'm going to let it drop and force it through and come back up in the same position. My elbow is not engaged. I'm not bending my elbow to manipulate the bat. I'm keeping the bat head straight on the line. So I'm doing that with my fingers and my wrists, and I'm going to do that with both hands. And I'm going to keep that bat head through. So you watch my grip change. So I'm manipulating it with my wrists and my fingers. All right? So go ahead and give that a try. Hi guys, Coach Jimmy B, Top 10 Dominican Baseball. Here we are in the Dominican Republic, January 1st, 2020, working on our hitting clinic today. On this segment here, we're going to go over the 10 key hitting positions, and we're going to bring one of our college players up, Gino Farrell from Virgin Islands. Yes, sir. Virgin Islands, U.S. So we're going to go over, Gino, the first 10 positions. We're going to relax stance position, ready to go, which is our, then we're going to move into launch. We're going to go to position 1, bat lag with a little bit of a shrug, contact position, body through the ball extension with a wrist snap into a balanced picture finish. You've heard the expression, I'm so good at this, I can do it backwards and forwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to work Gino from backwards into the beginning. We're going to start at the end. We're going to start on the finish position and work our way back to the beginning. Okay. He's released his weight from the backside and he's up on the back toe. So this is our final position as a hitter. This is our picture frame finish. The only thing that might happen different on this finish is maybe if he's going the opposite field, he might shorten up a little bit where his torso doesn't turn all the way. If he's got a ball middle away, he doesn't want to rotate all the way through because he might pull the bat head off the ball. Swing to it, just go to it, okay? That's it. We're going to do the wrist turn right here. See the wrist turn? So the bottom hand is pushing the bat through. All right, so now we're in a finish position. And we want the knee, we want the shoelaces, the knee, the hips, the body, everything aligned. All of your energy is going in this direction. That makes sense? Yeah. So go ahead and relax. So we're working him backwards right now from a balanced picture frame finish, wrist snap, extension. Okay? So now we're going to go into contact position and go to the contact ball. The ball's here, contact. Good. So bat head's going to be back. Hands get to the ball first. The play starts with footwork. Before we receive the ball, we're going to have footwork. Many of the major league teams teach the 4 F's, which is find the ball, field the ball, funnel the ball, then follow the ball. Okay, so first we're going to field it, then we're going to funnel it, and then we're going to follow it, okay, after we make our throw. So let's go through some basic footwork here. So let's suppose I'm a third baseman and I'm going to throw the ball to second base. So I'm going to receive the ball. The most basic footwork is ankle to ankle. This ankle comes to this ankle. So now I'm going to receive the ball, ankle to ankle, and make my throw. So that's our basic, ankle to ankle. So it's a short jab step, ankle to ankle. On the next step here, I'm still making that throw to third base. The ball's kind of taking me in that direction. It's pulled me off my center of gravity. So because it's pulling me in this direction, I'm going to go with the flow, and I'm going to do a right crossover step.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
It's the difference between karate and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Karate, we're going to block and retaliate. Jiu-jitsu, I'm going to let the flow go. So the flow of the game is going to the left. So I'm going to flow to the left with a right cross. I could also flow to the left with a back cross. Now, so when we do the push-ups, we're working on the body. When we're working on technique, and we're talking about technique, we're working on skill sets. We have to improve your skill set in order for you to be successful attaining your goals. Does that make sense? We have to change your body. Does that make sense? There's one more thing we need to do. We need to change your approach. When I change this, you will change that. You will find a way to change that. But if I change this and you're perfect, you're not perfect. If we change this and you're perfect, figure that out. How long do you think it will take us to figure that out? So look. Tú no tienes viajes a Yankee Camp. Okay, Paul, this is an introductory to your question. How long did it take us to get to your question?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit.
Where it's the approach up to
That's
the
right.
question.
So, does anybody know what this means. Yankee walk. Yankee coming up.
Yeah.
Yankee coming up. ¿Qué es eso? You know what this means? Yankee walk? Okay, question. Which team has had the most success?
Yankees.
Which team has won the most World Series?
Yankees.
Which teams spend the most money?
Yankees.
Which teams are the most serious?
Yankees.
Which teams are the most disciplined?
Yankees.
Good, let's talk about the Yankees. The Yankees have something called the Yankee Walk. What is it? What is the Yankee Walk? Do you know what the Yankee Walk is? What is it? Hold that thought. Do you know what the Yankee Walk is? ¿Tú sabes?
Porque la disciplina que ella dice.
¿Tú sabes eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Explícame. ¿Tú sabes? ¿Sí o no?
No.
¿Ah? No, porque tú no, nunca vas, tú no tienes experiencia, tú no lees sobre eso, tú no, ¿tú sabes? Okay, Connor's gonna try.
I don't remember exactly
Sit up
what
a
it
little
is.
straight.
Don't remember exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's like they want you to do it with effort instead of walking all the time. Maybe like a little jog.
Okay, that's kind of the idea. So, Connor's right. Yankees don't walk.
Run.
No caminando. Siempre.
Okay, so look, so we're going to be going over, we have a lot of material that we're going to be going over next week. So we're going to just do a quick review on the material. Okay, and then we're going to do a light workout on the arms. And then we're going to come back and do the practice this afternoon. Okay? So how was the conditioning this morning?
Fantastic.
Is it good? That work for you? Is that a little bit harder than usual, or?
Just getting back into it.
Huh?
Just getting back into it.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so I have a booklet here for each of the players. This is in inglés, so it's no bueno por ti. Yo necesito más libros en español. Okay, it's in inglés. Okay, so we're going to take a look through the material there. So the first page, we're just going to go through real quick. You can turn the pages with me, okay? Go ahead, you stay right there. So first page is the flyers that the power camp, okay? And then we have a little flyer there about the camp. And then our first page here is about the 4 stages of learning, the first 2 pages. There are 4 pasos for learning something new. So when I'm looking at you, I'm trying to figure out where you're at in the process of whatever it might be that we're talking about. There are 4 stages. The first stage is unconscious incompetence. It means you don't know how to do it, and you're not even aware that you don't know how to do it. The second step is what we call conscious incompetence. Now you're starting to learn that you're not good at something yet. You're aware of it, and you're fighting your way through it. The next step is called conscious competence. So now you're able to do it, but you have to think about it, and you're working hard at it. Okay? When Joseph takes ground balls, his hands are very fast, his feet are very fast, he's flipping the ball, he's throwing it from all different angles. He's at level 4. Okay? He is at level 4 when he's fielding ground balls. You can see the difference, right? See how fast his hands are, you see how fast his feet are. Everything's smooth, everything's natural. So, ready, Paul? 1, 2, 3. So the idea is, how can we practice diving without risking injury? Okay? But if you're going to be a player, you need to be able to get your body into that position. Take a close look. Now if we do that on the field, you might break an arm or a knee or a leg or get hurt. So we don't want to practice that. We're going to practice that in the swimming pool. Okay? So, here's how we're going to do the drill. The widest point of the pool is over here. So you're going to be over here. And you're going to do a crossover step. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to dive.
glove out, and I'm going to throw the ball. Okay? So line up over here, please.
We're ready, Coach.
Go. 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 Go.
And now there's more opportunity for coaches. So we've got more coaches coming back. They've got more money. They've got more resources. They can access how many home runs Lou Gehrig hit in his 3rd year of baseball in 3 seconds. I used to have to walk to the library, and it wasn't in the book. I still couldn't find out how many home runs he hit that year because they didn't print it all. You guys have access to so much information, so many facilities, so many training academies, so many coaches, so many leagues, so many showcases, and you guys are breaking faster than ever. It's a shame. It's a shame. And one of the reasons is you're not doing what I made you do yesterday. What you might not even do for 10 minutes when you go to the field, because it's time to play ball. And how many times have you heard a coach say, hey, let's go, guys, we're running out of time, let's get warmed up, get some balls, play some catch, let's go, let's play catch. That might be the dumbest and the worst thing a coach has ever said. It just might be. We'd have to examine it closely, and it would probably be number 1. Might be the dumbest thing. And coaches say a lot of dumb stuff, believe me. Follow me around, tape record me, and you'll hear me say a lot of dumb stuff. Okay? But telling you guys to play catch to warm up. So when I told you guys to get loose yesterday, and then we're going to throw, get stretched out, I watched you. And some of you stretched for about 2 minutes, and some of you stretched for about 7 minutes. Guess where you fell? Yeah, you should know better, right? You were less than a 5-minute guy. Now, there's a 5-minute egg. Okay, it's a 2-minute cup of coffee. You don't make Major League Baseball players in 2 minutes. See, the problem is coaches have never explained to you that you think you're warming up. You're not warming up. You're tearing it down. You're grinding on bones. There's no blood flowing yet. The muscles aren't loose. The blood's not flowing. So there's actually a really simple way to know when you're ready to throw. Depending on which book you're reading and which academy you're talking to, one's going to tell you until you're perspiring, and the other one's going to tell you when your underwear is wet from perspiring. Either way, pick one or the other. When the sweat is coming off your brow from warming up, that's when you know you're getting close to picking up a ball. Think about how many times you've picked up a baseball to get warmed up when you weren't perspiring. And the answer is quite a few. That's why the doctor's waiting for you on Monday morning. And he'll get you. You're going to have to go there sooner or later. Or maybe you don't work hard enough and you don't push hard enough and you don't hurt your arm, but you never build the arm speed to throw 90 plus. And if you don't throw the 90 plus, the chances of you going to the upper levels start to become greatly diminished. Now, if you're left-handed and you're a leadoff hitter and you can lay down bunts and you can fly like crazy in center field, we don't need a 90-mile-an-hour arm anymore. You better be about 84, 85. All right, you lefty? On velocity, it better be double 8 digits. You better be high 80s. So you've got to understand what it takes to get there. That becomes more important. Because if you can hit a little bit and you can run a little bit, but you can't throw 85, 88 miles an hour, we don't need you. Because we'll find somebody else that can. There's only a certain amount of spots. Only 6% of the national high school players in the United States go forward. Only 1 or 2% of those players go to the next level. So the game is a process of elimination. We don't go looking for really good players. What we do is we look for players that don't make the cut. So we have a long list of players. I got 30 guys, and I got numbers on their back. I don't know who they are. So I got number 27. He doesn't like stretching, does he? He's a little overweight. Yeah. Well, he's not 6'4". We'll cross his name off. Done. Now, number 27. Yeah, that boy don't eat enough, does he? Cross his name off. The guy didn't hit yet. Maybe mom and dad spent $400 for this showcase. The scouts have already eliminated him. They don't care what the scouting company tells mom and dad. Yeah, he's a number 7.5, and he's going to be a college player. That stuff don't cut mustard. That don't cut mustard. So they're going to play a game of process of elimination. Okay, guys, so we're talking about nutrition here. And I want to educate you a little bit on what we're going to be trying to do. In order for you to have success in the baseball world, your body has to be a baseball type body. It's one of the very first things that the coach scouts are going to look at. They're going to see your body before they see you play. They're going to make a judgment on you before they ever see you play. Just like when you look at a girl or a car, you say, oh, I don't like that car, it's not my style. It's not what I want to drive, or she's not the right type of girl for me, right? So you're making an immediate judgment. You don't know who that girl is, you've never driven that car, you don't know how many miles are on the car, you don't even know who made it, but you've made a quick judgment on it. And that's what's going to happen with coaches. So they're going to look at your body type. Now, good coaches know body types. There are 3 types of bodies. Okay? Your body is usually not going to be a lot different than the combination of the people in front of you and your family. You're usually going to be some similarities. That's genetics. The next thing that affects your body type is your diet. And the next thing that affects your body type is exercise. Now, genetics count for about 65–70%. It's the largest factor. It's the factor we can't change. Diet is the second thing. We're going to talk about diet in a second because we have to get you ready. So diet becomes the second thing, the most important thing. The least important thing that will change your body is exercise. The least important thing. Diet is much more important than the exercise. Here's your 3 different body types. This is science. This is sports science. You see yourself in that picture? You see yourself in that picture? Point to the picture. Who are you in that picture? Yeah, that's you, baby. Point to yourself in that picture. Yeah, point to yourself in that picture. Yeah, okay? That's the endomorphs. Now, where are you? You're the endomorphs. In the end? Okay? You guys are a little bit more the ecto, a little meso, right? You understand? So here's what happens. How old are you? 16. We want to put some muscle on him. He's already got good tone. He's got a good body. But you want to put on some weight. Okay, so we're measuring your weight. We want to put some pounds on you. You want to put some pounds on you? Okay. A good scout is going to be able to see. A good scout can watch you in the outfield and not really watch the game too much and just look at you. And in about 3 minutes, talk about what you're thinking about. He's going to notice if you're communicating with your left field or shortstop. He's going to notice if you're taking signs from the second baseman or shortstop. Okay? He's going to notice if you peek it in, trying to pitch curveball to deuce. All right, let's shift over this one. He's going to notice when the wind shifts, you feel the wind shift. He's going to notice you looking at the wind. He's going to notice if you pick up grass and test it because you're not quite sure what the wind's doing up there. He's watching to see if you're watching the flag, if you're watching the grass, if you're moving the players. He's watching to see if you're picking up signs from the third base coach. He's watching to see if you're picking up signs coming out of the dugout. He's watching you. And if you're just standing there waiting for the ball, he's done. He's going to the next field and going to look for a player. But if he sees you involved in the process of being ahead of the game, he's going to get more excited. Hi, Coach Jimmy B here from Top 10 Florida Baseball with Tristan. Here we are in Stuart, Florida. Tristan's on his way down to the Dominican Republic in a few weeks. You go down around the 20th?
20th, yeah.
So he'll be going down for 2 weeks on this trip, and then trips after that you'll be going down for 3 weeks, 2 weeks at a time. When Tristan's in the Dominican Republic, he's going to be working with our Dominican coaches exclusively for about 8 hours a day. The Dominicans have made a very big impact in Major League Baseball, and one of the things that they've really shown us is live arms. And if we talk about the 5 tools of baseball, we have speed, arm, glove, hitting for power, hitting for average. Speed is the only skill that plays on both sides of the ball. Arm can be devastating. You've got a decent arm, they're going to find a place for you to play, and eventually they're going to teach you how to hit. So the arm becomes a very interesting thing. And if we watch Major League Baseball, we're seeing a lot of live arms coming out of the bullpen. We're seeing 93-mile-an-hour arms in the outfield, shortstops at 90, 92, 93. The arm's the real deal.
Absolutely.
The arm can overcome that speed factor. Okay, so the arm's really big. You're an American player. I have a very firm philosophy that the American system is broken. It really doesn't know how to produce arms. We abuse our arms, we overuse our arms, we don't develop them properly. We're in a rush, we're playing tournaments, we're playing year-round ball, we're playing baseball all year long, constantly game to game to game to game. Doesn't work. We're going to do something what I call the Dominican arm routine, and the reason I call it that is because I've never seen Americans do it. But the Dominicans and the Cubans do it every day.
Yeah.
And as a result, over a period of time, they developed very strong live arms. And boy, when we see a live arm on the field, we know we have a player.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to strike out, everybody's going to get a couple yayas, okay? But a live arm separates. Speed and arms are the 2 big things the scouts are looking for. So the arm is a very fragile thing.
Yeah.
God evidently has a sense of humor, because when he designed the arm, the scientists are going to tell us the arm is not anatomically designed to throw a baseball.
Yeah.
It's hinged the wrong way. The finger, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulders are all hinged to go in this direction. And that's why girls softball players can come out and throw 100 pitches one day and 120 the next,
Yeah.
and they're not sore. That's why 85-year-old men can go bowling and there's no issue.
Exactly.
Okay? But once we start going into external rotation, into a layback position, with the elbow going past the front of the center of gravity, into pronation at high speeds, well, we've spawned a whole generation of doctors and surgeons and rehab specialists to make up the damage.
Yeah.
One throw can throw your arm out, or it can be a cumulative process of wearing it down. If you wear down the tire on your car, you can see it. We can't see the wearing down of the shoulder and the elbow. So the best thing that we can do is take a conservative, prudent approach at safeguarding and developing the arm. And because the Dominicans apparently have more time than us, they don't have to go to school during the day, they start training at 7 in the morning and they go all day long, they spend a lot more time working on their arms. We're on a clock, practice starts at 5 o'clock, we got to give up the field at 7, they're getting kicked out, the lights are turning off, somebody else is coming in, we got to pick up the girls at soccer practice, so it's bang, 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 bang. It's a formula that doesn't work. So we're going to do an abbreviated session because the Dominican arm routine takes an hour.
Okay.
We're going to spend about 7 or 8 or 9 minutes going over what we were going to do for the hour. So multiply by 10 everything that we're now going to do.
Okay.
So what we're talking about is getting the elbow and the shoulder ready for high impact forces of throwing a baseball at high speed. We're talking about getting the arm flexible. We're talking about building up the small muscles, not the biceps, tris, pecs, deltoids. We're talking about the small muscles of the rotator cuff, the small muscles on the arm and the wrist. We're talking about the tendons and the ligaments. We're talking about building functional strength. We're talking about building sequential movements. We're talking about having a correct biomechanical signature where everything is flowing. And the way we have to do that is we have to be patient. It takes 45 minutes to an hour a day, at least 4 or 5 days of the week, training that arm so that when we put it into action, it's a shotgun. It's a bam.
Yeah.
Okay? Anything less doesn't work. So we're going to do that with a variety of movements. Okay? So you can follow me, and I'm going to go through the movements rather quickly.
Okay.
Okay? So what we're doing is we're loosening up the arms, we're loosening up the shoulders. And again, we're going to just do everything. If I did this for 3 minutes, I'm only going to do it for 10 seconds right now. I'm going to start focusing on my throwing arm and I'm just going to start going in a little bit of an external rotation, loosening up the shoulder. I'm going to try to reach a little bit for the sky. I'm going to try to reach a little bit back. And I really want to start working that rotator shoulder cuff external rotation, okay? We're going to take it into a forward motion. And we're going to start off nice and slow. And at some point, we're going to start really bringing it through, okay? We're going to start moving it in a horizontal plane. We're going to work the fingers and the wrists. We're going to work them horizontal. We're going to work them vertical. We're going to work them down and snap them, okay? We're going to work a little bit of a pronation action. And again, we're cutting right through these. But if you had to pitch in 3 minutes, this is what you would do. This is how you would get your arm ready. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little bit of the trunk movement, getting some range of motion. We're going to do both arms. All right, we're using the pole. We're landing, we're throwing, we're landing. Getting the hip, the leg up, knee up to the hip, head up straight. And we're cantilevering our leg out. Stiff front side.
We can do this 100 times.
Come on. He's 85 years old now, okay? Come on, get it up there.
He did that 100 straight.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy could do that 100 times.
I watched him do it.
Yeah. I have video of it.
Hold on 1 second. This knee has to be at this height. Okay?
I only can do 30.
Okay? So he's going to come over and help.
Like right here, right? Yeah.
Huh?
Our torso delivers the arm. Most players are taking the ball and pulling their arm forward to throw the ball hard. That's a critical mistake. We don't use the arm, we use the torso to turn fast. The torso has to turn fast. But before the torso turns, the hips have to open up and send the torso in the opposite direction. Front side, the torso has to pinch this way while the underneath part rolls, creating tension in the body. Then from that tension, from that torque, the torso can rotate quick and deliver the arm quick without the arm doing anything. No stress, zero stress on the arm, but the arm is being moved quickly. Now the arm can finish the job. Most of you are taking the ball and pulling the ball forward. Boom! You start your energy cycle back here. Boom! No. The ball lays in here, nice and comfortable, and we turn the torso quick. Now the elbow's in position, the arm's in position, and then boom! We throw. It's a late throw. You have to spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours on what we're doing right now. I'm showing it to you. That's not going to give you a 90-mile-an-hour arm. It's going to give you the information for you to go home and work on it every day so that you can have that 90, 95-mile-an-hour arm in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in 4 days. It doesn't happen at a week camp at Clemson. Go to Clemson for a week. It ain't going to happen. They can show you 1 or 2 things. You have to do it every day. You have to incorporate this into your side work. You have to incorporate this into your daily regimen. Doesn't look real sexy, you know. Doesn't look real sexy. Nothing real sexy about it. You got to get this part of your body ready to go. That knee has got to be up by the hip. When you get to 200, let me know, and then I'll gamble with you to see who can do more.
200.
But I don't want to take your money before then. Okay?
200.
Make sense? Okay. You got to get that knee up. All right? Anthony, when you first did that, how many did you do?
30.
Huh?
30.
Well, I think you were at 13 on the first run, and then you got up to 30. Right? That was your max, right?
Yeah.
With your conditioning and your body, you should be a 300 guy. You told me you wanted to play Major League Ball, didn't you?
Yes.
That was you?
Yes.
Well, you got to be a 350 guy, 300 guy. Because we're going to hit with here. Not with this. We don't throw, we don't hit with the arms. It's a little tiny muscle. Look how small that muscle is. It's very small. Look how big this muscle is. This is big, baby. Okay? This is where the power is, down here. Look at this little, right? I don't care if you worked all day long and made that bigger, the ball's only going 1 or 2 feet. This is going to pop it another 30, 40 feet. Okay? We don't spend enough time working on this part. We are in a big rush. Get on the bullpen, get a catcher, get a brand new ball, let's go to work. Now your arm do all the work by itself. Your body is already done. Your weight needs to be here. Here, when you're in that spot. Now, the lower half can turn. Now the upper half can turn. And now you're in position to throw. That is the key. We need to keep our eye on the ball. Okay? So if you're going in this direction, it's drop step, cross, and my head is very steady. And I'm watching the ball. Now if I don't see the ball, then I turn. Okay? If you don't see the ball, you turn. Don't run sideways. Okay? Turn your body. Turn your head. You're running this way. Don't run this way. Okay, you're running sideways. Turn, make the turn. Pick up the ball, make the turn. Now when you run, you've got to run like a track star. You've got to pump your arms. Okay? You've got to look athletic. Okay? When you run, I can hear your feet pounding on the ground. You've got to run on the balls of your feet so that you don't bounce your head. Your eyes are moving. Okay? When you play baseball, you're going to face an opponent. You're wearing a blue shirt, he's wearing a red shirt. You're wearing a blue shirt, he's wearing a white shirt. You're going to have a lot of opponents. You're going to play against other teams. You're going to play against other players. There are going to be obstacles in your life. You're not going to have enough money to do what you want to do. Okay? You're not going to have enough skill to do what you want to do. There are obstacles that you're going to come up against in life. You're going to have many opponents. If you're smart, you're going to look at your opponent and you're going to figure out, how do I beat that opponent? Does that make sense? So you're going to do a scouting report on that opponent. You're going to try to figure out, what do I got to do to be successful? Now you're going to have a lot of opponents. I'm going to ask you a question. And I know that unfortunately you're not going to have the right answer. And because you don't have the right answer, you're limiting your probability of success. Because your IQ is not as high as it needs to be. Now, there's different types of IQ. We can have math IQ, we can have reading IQ, we can have political IQ, we can have general IQ. You sabe IQ? It's a mathematical formulario por inteligencia. It's a number, That's a numero. Okay? Your mother's very smart. She has a high IQ in life. She has a high IQ in business. But she doesn't have a high IQ in baseball. She doesn't have a high IQ in developing success for you in baseball. ¿Entiende mi punto? Yeah. Your mother loves you. Oh, my baby. Okay? 3, 4, toe down, heel up. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Toe down, heel up. Looks like we're pitching or hitting, doesn't it? Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we return. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, side. Just like in baseball, we have to shift our weight
We're shifting our weight into that heel. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All of your weight's in here. Now we shift back 1, 2, 3, 4. So underload high-speed drill, howser drill. Everybody's going to practice the howser drill. You don't need the high-speed bat to do it. You can do it with a small bat. You can do it with a regular bat. Howser drill is we go forward, we go back. So watch what this would be wrong. If I did this, if I went here and then brought the bat back here. We're not doing that. I'm doing howser. Videotape replay. Your videotape replay. If I take this swing here, then I come back to the same arc. If I take a swing here, I come back to the same arc. If I take a swing here, I come back to the same arc. We're using, it's almost like videotape in reverse. That's the howser drill. So once you get used to doing that in a couple different places, then we'll set up 6 strikes or 8 strikes.
8 strikes.
Then we go to high-speed howser. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to be practicing that. Before we do that, I'm going to show you a little bit of how to hit the low pitch with a curveball. So, the curveball or the low pitch is dropping from a high point down. The simplicity of hitting is to put the bat head in the plane of the ball. We've got the principle of reversibility, which means if you're not doing it, you're losing ground. Now you guys are older, so you're fighting a game against time. He's trying to make the JV team in a couple months. He's fighting time. He wants to start to crack the lineup next year. He's fighting time. You're fighting time. The clock is moving against you all the time in certain regards. So we're going to look at that clock and we're going to try to manage it. But one of the things we don't want to do is waste time. And when you're on a field and you're in a training environment, you don't need to be wasting time. All right? Now, you're not with a coach all the time. So you've got to be coaching yourselves. One of the best things out. George, you're welcome to come over. Is I want the dads and the coaches to know what you guys need to be doing so that you're on the program, so that you're constantly moving forward. Now, if you start to feel some impingement, then you would change the exercise. If you start to feel pain, you would change the exercise. This is not a group exercise. This is what you would do on an individual basis. We're going to take the circles and we're going to get a little bit bigger now. And when you need to, you can shake it out. Just kind of relax your arms and let the blood flow a little bit. Again, this is about building flexibility, range of motion, functional strength, integrity of your joint, and we're getting every muscle in your body, every ligament and tendon in your elbows and your shoulders loose. Okay, now we're going to take the throwing arm and we're going to do some circles to the back. Okay, non-throwing arm, other side, circles to the back. Okay, we'll go throwing arm, circles to the front. Okay, relax for a second, shake yourself out if you need to. One of the things that's happening is you are pushing the ball through the hitting zone. This is called pushing. You're pushing. You're pushing. You don't want to push the bat through, it's slow. You want to snap the bat through. You want bat speed? ¿Tú quieres velocidad? It's con las muñecas. ¿Muñecas?
Muñecas.
It's con las muñecas en los dedos. It's no de eso. It's no que eso. It's eso. Look. If we look at the videotape of your swings, when you guys are coming here, you're not getting into extension. Every one of you are cutting your swing off. Extension is a key. You guys are here. Hit short. Tú eres aquí, empujende aquí. Empujande. How you say pushing?
Empujando.
How you say?
Empujando.
Empujando?
Empujando.
Empujando?
Yeah.
Tú es empujando el bate. Tú es empujando. No. Tú quieres eso.
Mira, eso es lo que él no quiere, pero pasa. Quiere.
So tú necesitas las muñecas aquí. You have more velocity with the bat. Put it on your shoulder. Turn and flick it. Shoulder. Turn. Flick it. Shoulder. Turn. Flick it. This is your swing. I got an idea when he's probably going to throw it. I'm thinking fastball, I'm thinking fastball, I'm thinking fastball. I'm reacting fastball. I'm fastball, fastball, fastball. And as I turn and I get into a bat lag position, as I start to get here, I go, oh shit. That's a technical term, by the way, for hitting a curveball. Oh shit. He threw me a curveball because I'm expecting fastball. So he just surprised me. So when I make that turn, I'm going to go, oh, I'm in trouble. It's a curveball. Now, the bat head is going to drop, and I'm going to come up right through it. I'm going to replicate the plane of the ball with my bat head. How many times have you seen guys hit a ball down in here and then lifting it straight out? It's a 7-iron shot, okay? So we can't hit that curveball coming through here with the regular swing, okay? That's our fastball swing. Our fastball swing's in here. Our curveball swing is here. The arc changes. The curveball is going to drop. Pitching coach is teaching that pitcher to hit the dirt with that curveball. Teaching the catcher to get down low and block it. He's throwing it from up here. He's throwing it from here, and it's going to end up here. Therefore, our swing has to start here and finish here. That make sense? Yes. So try that with that bat right there. So that's good. I'll take a closer look at that, but today we're going to talk about hitting.
Okay.
How did your hitting go last year?
Not so well.
Not as well. Did you have a BA, home runs, RBIs, any stats, get a lot of good bats?
I had 3 home runs. I'm not sure on the RBIs, but I think I hit around 160, 150, 160.
Okay. So the average wasn't where you wanted to be. How about your OVP?
I made that adjustment a little bit later in the season, and I was hitting better with doing that approach, but I was in and out of the lineup, so I wouldn't really hit.
Well, you know, it reminds me when I first decided to be a hitting coach many years ago, and I wanted to get some really good information to share with hitters. And so I got Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle was one of my favorite hitters. I grew up watching him in Yankee Stadium. And Mickey had put out a video about hitting. Oh, I said, I'm starting with Mickey. I mean, this guy can hit. I don't know how much you know about how well he hit. You have a feel for how well he hit?
I know that he was a good hitter.
He hit balls out of the stadiums, and they would chase the ball 3 blocks down.
Okay.
Nobody's ever hit a ball further than him in Major League Baseball. You can take all your Giancarlo Stantons and Judges wrapped together, they can't come close to the power he generated. And he did that because he was a really big guy. He was 5'11", 190.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. He's 5'11", 190. Okay. He was the pro. Willie Mays was 5'11", 190. Duke Snider was 5'11", 190. Did you hear about the Martian this week?
You tell me about him.
Yeah, they gave him $5 million. They say he's unbelievable. They call him the Martian because he's from a different planet. He's so good. He's from a different planet. And they were raving about his body, how his body was built perfect for baseball. 5'11", 190. How many scouts are chasing these guys that are 6'4", 6'5", trying to find these big guy scouts who way off days?
Yeah.
They're like sheep chasing the wrong thing. Anyway, Mickey was 5'11", 190, and I got his videotape, and I was never so disappointed in my life because he had so little substance to share with me.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. He stood in his Yankee uniform, and he stood at home plate, and he had the bat, and his legs were crossed, and he said with a Oklahoma drawl, he says, you know, there's 2 things about hitting you gotta do. You gotta get a good pitch to hit, and then you gotta put a good swing on it.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, Mick, but now tell me how to do that. What's the technique? Am I rotating? Am I linear movements here? Am I loading? Am I hammering? What's my bat speed? What's my bat angle velocity? What's my grip look like? He never got to any of it. He stuck with the theme. Got to get a good pitch to hit, and you got to put a good swing on it. Well, I threw the videotape away. I never looked at it again. I was looking for meat and potatoes. I was looking for the Holy Grail. You know what the Holy Grail is? You know the Holy Grail? They're looking for the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail was the golden chalice that Jesus Christ drank from the Last Supper.
Yeah.
So it's the most valuable artifact in the world. There's nothing more valuable.
Yeah.
Well, they've been looking for it for 2,000 years because they think it's buried somewhere. Somebody has it.
Yeah.
It's called the Holy Grail. And thousands and thousands and thousands of men have died looking for this really valuable artifact. Well, here I was looking for the Holy Grail to teach hitters how to hit. And Mickey Mantle had already given me the Holy Grail and I didn't know it. And I spent the next 30 years reading books and videotapes and studying hitters and getting into mechanics and how to cock the wrist and pressure in the fingers and learning all this stuff. And it came down to, if you don't get a good pitch to hit and you don't put a good swing on it, it doesn't matter. Now you already have a good swing, but you've told me that you can swing it at pitches that aren't good pitches to hit at.
Yeah.
That single adjustment might be the most important thing you ever do.
Yeah.
That revelation that you've already discovered within yourself, you've already observed that. You've already coached yourself to do that. Now, so let me ask you a question. You've already figured out the answer. You've already figured out the combination to the lock. What have you done about it? That's okay. I understand. There's about 9 different eye tests that we use for players to try to figure out where they fit. Okay? So you've got peripheral vision, you've got regular ocular vision, you've got binocular vision, you've got spatial orientation vision, you've got convergence vision. And these are all really important for baseball players. Because as the ball's starting to come quicker, you've got a lot less time to read it. So for instance, I was always a 20/20 vision guy. So when you go to the Department of Motor Vehicle, they test your vision to see if they need to write down on your license he needs glasses, right? If you need glasses, you better be wearing your glasses if the policeman pulls you over. See, and that's why they write it down. 20/20 vision doesn't cut it for the major leagues. The average major leaguer has about 2014, 2012 vision. That means he can read at 20 feet what the normal person can read at 12 feet. So a normal person at 12 feet can read something, at 13 feet they can't. The major leaguer can read it at 20. So if you have 20/10 vision, you have even stronger vision. Ted Williams had 20/8 vision. He was a fighter pilot in World War II. He was a fighter pilot in the Korean War. And at unlimited vision, at 22 miles out, he could tell you what type of airplane that was or whether it was just a very large eagle looking for dinner. Now, that's really important when you're flying a jet at 600 miles an hour and you've got your fingers on the buttons. This is not a video game, it's real stuff. Okay? So anyway, vision's really, really important. But your eye, your dominant eye, is going to be the key factor. So here's what we're going to do. All 3 of you guys can do this. We're going to look at that telephone pole over there, and you're going to take your finger, both eyes open. Then we're going to point at the pole. And you'll notice that it might be a little blurry. But you're going to try to center in on the pole with your finger. And if you focus really well, even though there's a peripheral shadow around your finger, you will be able to identify the center of the pole with both eyes open. Then what you're going to do is you're going to close one eye at a time, and you may have to use your other hand to control that, to see which eye holds your finger in place, Lenny. So go ahead and give that a shot. First time around it's a little hard, okay? And you're going to see which finger holds your, which eye open holds the finger in place. And this is a very simple way for us to determine which is your dominant eye. And you might need to do it a couple times. Get an answer? Which? The left eye, and you're a righty hitter. That's perfect. You're set up. Hi, Coach Jimmy B here with Guy and Tristan. Here we are in Stewart, Florida, top 10 Florida baseball. We're going to work a little hitting drill here. We're going to use the insider bat. We're going to work on our hand to the ball approach, getting inside the ball on a pitch middle or middle away. You can also use this on an inside pitch. We want to stay inside the ball. So this little bat here that looks like a spatula serves a couple different purposes. First off, the handle is rectangular, which prevents us from over gripping. It tends to put the bat in the fingertips a little bit more, which releases the bat head. It's got a little knob here because we're trying to promote separation from the index finger from the power finger. So we want to have that knuckle up on possibly both hands, and there's a separation here. So that's what that handle is there for. The flat head creates a different ball flight, so we don't have the round head to work with. Now we've got to get square to the ball, okay? We've got to get square to the ball in order to hit the ball flush. If you start rolling, the ball's not going to come off very well. So what we're going to try to do here, if you can bring the camera up on this angle, is if we're hitting in this direction, so we're working on bat angle right now, so if the ball is in this position, look at where the hands are. The hands are in front of the ball. So again, this is called the insider bat. This is teaching us. It's a teaching aid that allows us to stay inside the ball and show us correct hand position. So we're going to have the boys take some swings on the tennis ball or wiffle balls, and we're going
In baseball camp in Massachusetts, Harvey, Coach Krupnick, became very close friends with Ted Williams many years ago. And they both went on the speaking circuit and the hitting circuit later together as friends. Okay? So we're going to work on some of Coach K's stuff. So go ahead and grab that short bat there. And one of our first drills we're going to do, we're going to use this line right here. And you're going to put your feet over here. Okay? And whenever we do hitting, we're always squaring our feet. It's the very first thing that we do. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to bend our knees and we're going to put a little ground force down, and that's going to lower our butt. And that creates an athletic position. So whether we're playing soccer, hockey, basketball, volleyball, we're in a ready position. If I'm going to teach you how to play tennis to receive the serve, you're going to have your feet square, your knees are going to push down, your bread's going to be there, and you're going to be in a nice posture position. Now we go into a hitting position. Now we go into a fielding position, okay? So it's an athletic position, all right? So we're going to start with our toes on the mat here. We're going to use this white line, and I want this bat to follow the white line. Okay? I want the bat head. I don't want the bat head to go offline. And I'm going to do that controlling it with my fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this arm to stay straight. This is my lead hand. This is the hand that finds the ball. Our bottom hand is our lead hand. Our lead hand, our bottom hand finds the ball. So we're going to place the bat down in the center of our body with our arms straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to manipulate the bat so it comes straight back up over that line, dead center, 90 degrees to the ground, without my elbow bending. My elbow is not going to bend. I'm using my fingers and my wrist and gravity and momentum to control the bat. All right? Now when you do your top hand, there's going to be a little bit of flex in the elbow because of the way the joints are set up. But we're letting that bat come down like a helicopter blade, and we're going to try to pick up energy and speed at the bottom, the opposite of the apex. It picks up speed and it brings it right back up. Okay? Then when we do it with the other hand, we're going to do it the same way, and it's going to flip. The arm stays straight, the elbow stays straight, the body stays square. We're simply using gravity and our fingers and our wrists and the weight of the bat, and the body in motion tends to stay in motion, and we're controlling the bat head. Because when we go later on and swing the bat, we're going to use those same wrist action to bring the bat through quick and smooth. Okay? So the beginning of the drill starts right here. Good. And we're going to bring that arm down the center of the body. Go ahead. Feel how it's not coming up quite all the way yet. He hasn't learned how to use those fingers to manipulate the bat, but this is going to happen very quickly. Let it come, let it come, let it come, let it come. Snap it, snap it. Let that motion come on back up. Right back to that position. Then we're going to go to what you've already learned how to do, which is here. Okay? And make sure you finish that swing. Good. So now we're going to bring a live ball in for you off a tee. All right? And you're going to hit the ball off the tee with that same drill. Here we go. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Very good. Good. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? How's that feel?
Pretty good, Coach.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Not too bad, right?
Not too bad.
It's got power and it's basically effortless. Now this is a very difficult drill. It's doing wonderful. Nice job. All right. So now we're going to go back into a regular swing position, but we will use a modified loop and hammer, which is what you'll use in the game. So go ahead and get ready. And feet knees buck. Feet knees buck. And now you're going to get ready. And now we're going to make sure that we set up a little bit of that loop and hammer. We don't want the bat down in here, because that's going to promote the bat going this way. So you can start off in here. Remember R1, R2, and R3, and you get in here a little bit, okay? And we'll find the right angle for you, okay? We'll get you comfortable. It's going to take you a little while to really, this becomes natural, okay? But we're going to tip this bat towards the pitcher. We're going to cock that wrist, okay? And then you're going to do your regular swing from there, okay? Hang tight. Good. So now we're going to put a little motion in the ocean. Watch what I do with my hands here. You can put a ball up for me if you want. Okay. I'm not going to try to hit the ball hard. What I want you to look at is not so much my swing, But I want you to look at what I'm going to do with my hands as I prepare to get into a comfortable, powerful loop and hammer position. Okay? So first I'm going to start my little wrist action down here. Get it warmed up. This is called a waggle. Okay, now I can do a one-hand waggle or I can do a two-hand waggle. Okay? I'm going to come into my relaxing position, get ready for the pitcher. As the pitcher gets ready and he brings his hands together, because he's set now, I'm going to bring my hands out and get ready. Okay? Now as I come up into that position, I'm going to start twitching a little bit. I'm going to start moving a little bit, and each player is a little different how he wants to do this. You're going to find something that fits your personality and your tempo and feel. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to sit still. That locks us up. If you watch a professional boxer, he might not be throwing a punch, but he's getting ready to move. He's getting ready to go. Okay, so you're going to get ready to go. So we're going to put a little motion in your ocean with your hands. Okay? And you're going to find that right spot, and then you're going to load and come through. Well, I guess I'll do something else. I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to drive a truck for UPS. I don't know. I'm going to do something different. Okay? I got to change my life. That's not a fun point for a lot of families. I watch families go through this quite a bit. My job is to protect you and get you on the bus. My job is to guide you with correct information, and my job is to give you the best guidance and mentoring possible, and to help you create a micro and a macro cycle that's going to allow you to get on that bus. Now you're a junior this year, You're a junior. And you don't have any scholarship offers right now. Colleges are not calling you. Have you been to showcases? So you haven't been to showcases, and you're at a school that we are going to call substandard in terms of high school baseball. They will never won a state championship, and the last time they won a district was 15, 20 years ago, and they don't look like they're on the way to no districts or states this year. So you're in an environment that is very less than conducive to you catching the bus. So you would have to explain to me, or your parents or somebody would have to explain to me why that environment is going to be conducive to getting you on the bus that you stated you want to be on. Now I know your mom has a plan here and your dad has a plan, and we've talked about it a little bit, and that plan includes being in the Dominican Republic for as long as possible to get you trained up on a full-time basis, and I want you to tell me what you're thinking about doing, because we've got to get the show on the road.
Pro ball.
Huh?
Pro ball.
We're going to go play some pro ball. Attaboy. That's what we're going to do. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. How are we going to do it? How are we going to incorporate? What are we going to do? What's the plan?
We have to train hard.
Okay, we're going to train. And what's the schedule going to be like? What do you want to do?
Every day is another training lesson.
Good. Every day. We're going to train every day. You're going to work every day. You're going to work hard every day. We'll get together on lessons as much as we can. All right? And what are we doing on spring break? What are we going to do in spring break? You're going to be with your high school team, or you're going to be with us in the Dominican Republic? What's the plan there?
I'm going to be training with the Dominican Republic.
Okay, good. So you got yourself a passport?
Yeah.
You're empowered? You're ready to leave the country? You're good to go? Feeling comfortable about it? Looking forward to it? We'll get you down there for 7, 8, 9, 10 days. You're going to be practicing 3 times a day. You're going to be getting up about 6:30 in the morning. And you're going to have your second practice done before lunch. You might have 4 practices a day. It's going to be more baseball than you've ever had in your life. You're going to be surrounded by some wonderful coaches, and you're going to be surrounded by a lot of committed ball players. Okay? So that's going to be a lot of fun. So that happens sometime in, I guess, April is when you're going to be going down. Summertime, what are we doing in the summertime?
Training with the Dominican Republic.
Okay, so we'll get you down there as soon as school's over. Okay? You'll be finishing up your junior year, and we'll get you down there for the summertime. It gets warm down there, but it's actually not as hot as it is here in Florida. Florida's even a little bit hotter. Okay? You'll be ready to go. You'll be returning as a veteran. You already know some of the guys. You'll know the routines, and you'll be in really good shape. Right. Okay, so now we come to the key part of the macro cycle as we look over the next 2-year period. The question is, what are we going to do from August to May? This is your senior year. I don't need you with senioritis, and I don't need you in their fall baseball program, and I don't need you in their spring baseball program. There's no colleges coming to your school. There's no colleges, let me repeat that. There's no colleges coming to your school to see you as a junior or a senior. They're not coming to your school. Now, there might be some pro scouts coming to your school if you've got a boy on your team throwing 95 miles an hour. You have anybody on your team throwing 95? You got anybody looking first round draft pick? No. So that means the pro scouts aren't coming either. You got a girlfriend? You got a bunch of buddies that you need to hang out with? Is there any reason you need to be there next year? Sure. I mean, if you got a girl that you're going to marry, and you got 3 or 4 buddies that you've been hooked up with since childhood, and you guys are, supporting each other, and making sure one's going to West Point, one's going to Annapolis, and if you pull out, you're going to ruin the chemistry. We don't want to ruin that chemistry. Okay? But if we're staying in that school, we got to have some darn good reasons, and I don't know what those reasons might be. You would know best. Okay? If you've got a mentor there that's an incredible mentor, and he's getting you into Ivy League school, and you don't want to disconnect from that mentor or teacher or guidance counselor, that's a good reason for us to stick around. If you've got a mentor and 3 buddies going to Annapolis and you're helping them, and you've got a girl you've been in love with for a long time, and you've got a job and you're supporting your family at the house, and you're on the wrestling team and you're the state championship, yeah, we might want to hang around for a little bit. So are those things happening? Then we got to get out of Dodge City. Okay? That's my recommendation.
I agree.
We got to get out of Dodge City.
I agree.
Okay? So, now, it's very important that you graduate high school. It's very important that your academic profile be suitable for us to move you into a college so that when your baseball skills are ready, the academics are not in our way. And it's very important that you complete your academic component and that you continue to move forward learning so that when your baseball career is over and you're going to become an agent, a scout, a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, scientist, you've got an academic component foundation underneath you. Right. You've got the paperwork, and you've got the knowledge, and you've also got the thirst for researching and reading and being an academic person, okay, or a business person. So that needs to continue to move forward. So how do we move that forward? In the Dominican Republic, we have our own school. You can, as a Florida resident, you are able to avail yourself of the Florida Virtual Online School for free as a taxpayer. It's a pretty good program. There are a number of other programs that could be better if you wanted to throw $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 at it. Okay? So there are a number of online environment presence that offer different types of services, different types of interaction, different types of tutorials, different types of student-teacher interaction and monitoring. So those are things that can be researched. We have a variety. We don't have 2 students on the same program at our school. Each of them are taking different types of programs. We've had good luck with all of them. We will modify your baseball schedule during the day so that you can attend class during the hottest part of the day from 11 to 1, something like that, right, for 2 or 3 hours. And then you're going to hit the books. And you're going to be in a classroom. There's a supervisor there helping you out. You'll have a portable computer. We have 2 Wi-Fi systems, so you're up on the internet. And you're going to be like in a college environment. It's not a high school environment. College environment means you're kind of on your own a little bit. We're going to back you up. We're going to guide you. But you need to be a little bit self-disciplined as well. Right. Because when you're a college baseball player, you're going to go to class on Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, but not Thursday and Friday morning. You're on the road.
Hi, this is Coach Jimmy B, Top 10 Florida Baseball, talking to our parents today of our younger players. That would be our 18 under players. And here we are in Stuart, Florida at Sailfish Park. We have a beautiful sign here that talks about how we want our parents to think a little bit at the ballpark. So here's some reminders, and they've got this phrase from your child. I'm a kid. It's just a game. My coach is a volunteer. The officials are human. They're going to make mistakes. There's no college scholarships will be handed out today. And that's true. So therefore, everybody's got to kind of stay under control. Our specialty is college scholarships, MLB tryouts, MLB signing.
And that's going to happen way after this age group. However, on the way, we have to develop those players. Our specialty is helping you get a college scholarship. If these players continue to move forward, and they're lucky and they get on a varsity team, that's going to be a very big accomplishment. However, only 6%, the national average is 6% of those varsity players are going to move forward and play college baseball. It's a very low number. It's a very low number. And 94% of those kids are going to be left behind. 94% of the parents are going to be left behind. We don't want you to be one of that group. Over 90% of our players move forward, as opposed to 6%. And that's because we do our work away from the field. We do our work in the academy. We prepare so that when we come to the game, we're ready to go. So this is a long process. It takes a number of years. But you've got to do most of your work away from the field. This is where we have fun. This is where we enjoy ourselves. This is where mom and dad should be relaxing and enjoying the game. The work gets done away from the field in the academy. You need to be an academy player if you want to be a college scholarship guy. Hi everybody, Coach Jimmy B. This is March 15th, 2020. We got a big coronavirus scare going around the world. A lot of people have canceled their baseball seasons from college baseball down to high school. We're not canceling anything. We're going to do elbow bumps. We're going to wash our hands. We're going to stay away from nursing homes. We're going to stay away from old people that are in oxygen tents, because that's where the real issue is. Less than 1% of the population that are getting affected by this are under the age of 40. And so we're really not in big jeopardy if we do the smart things. Baseball is not canceled. We're on our way to the Dominican Republic. In 2 days, we'll be there for the next 4 to 5 weeks, training every single day, 3 times a day. So come join us. We'd love to see you. Thanks so much.
Baseball is not canceled. Catch up on your missed training. Come today to the Dominican Republic. Baseball is not canceled.
Hi, Jimmy B, top 10 Dominican baseball. Guy Chitty out here from Point Beach, Florida, is on his way home today. How was your trip?
It was really fun. I enjoyed being here. I learned a lot of things.
You learned a lot of things?
Yeah.
What did you learn? You remember anything?
Yeah, how I'm supposed to keep my feet supposed to get wider when I swing on my toe, and how to hit the inside pitch. And I'm supposed to choke up too.
Good. How did that drill work out this morning on the inside pitch?
It was good. I hit the ball a lot.
That was our Barry Bonds drill, where we learned how to clear the hands on the inside and turn on that inside pitch, even though it's not a strike. He hits a lot of home runs like that. So you had fun?
Yeah, I did.
Looking forward to you coming back. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Hi, Coach Jimmy B, Top 10 Florida Baseball here. We're talking about hitting. Everybody knows Ted Williams. Ted was one of our greatest hitters in the game. Ted often talked about the role of the index finger on the top hand, most especially. And he talked about that when it came to bat speed and how to release the barrel head through faster. So why don't you hit me up on Facebook if you tell me exactly what you need to do with that index finger. Because we're all talking about bat speed. We want the bat speed coming through real fast. So let's talk about the index finger. If you think you know what Ted Williams was talking about, what we do with that index finger, hit us up on Facebook and we'll talk a little bit about it. Thanks so much.
Receiving the ball and splitting out in front. Receiving the ball out in front with both hands and splitting the ball. Private instruction. When the first baseman's receiving the ball, his footwork is the most important thing. This is what's going to allow him to really cover a lot of ground. Team training. When an outfielder is receiving a ball, he needs to come through the ball as he's catching it. You want to be able to come through the ball. Academic showcases. When an outfielder receives the ball, his footwork is the next critical step. He must move his feet properly. International tournaments. For the first baseman, when there's no runner on, he's got to pick his depth and he has to pick his lane. His positioning is critical. Private MLB tryouts. Positioning for the second baseman becomes very important if we're going to complete the force or the double play. So we have to be in the right position related to the bag and where the shortstop's at. How to prepare for a tryout. Working on the steal play, the second baseman or shortstop has to be in the right position. How to dress
for an MLB tryout.
Timing the pitcher from the on-deck circle. This is really important. Timing the pitcher from the on-deck circle.
Do you want to look good for a showcase?
Step-in procedure is not something you can take lightly.
How to warm up for a showcase?
Why do hitters dig in with the back foot? Why is this really important?
How do we hit behind a runner?
What's the relationship between the shoulder and the barrel of the bat as we make our turn?
Bat speed. Let's talk about bat speed.
The proper angle of the bat.
How do we load the wrist for power?
How do we load the bottom hand wrist?
When should we pull the ball? When should we drive the ball the other way?
Let's talk about the grip on the bat and the pressure from the fingers.
Are you a rotational hitter, a hybrid hitter, or a linear hitter?
Weight transfer is one of the things that's going to deliver you power. Weight transfer.
When is a walk not as good as a hit?
The power position is both elbows bent.
Batting average, first pitch strikes, first pitch balls.
Extension, directional extension.
Launch angle. What's the best launch angle?
How do we recover our balance with the home run step?
What's the best way to bring our weight through the ball?
Balanced finish. A balanced finish.
A couple years ago, the Kansas City Royals won the World Series, you remember? Okay? And they asked Ned Yost, his dad was a famous ball player back in the 40s and 50s, how did you guys come together so quick? How did you guys build such a great team? He said it was really simple. We never signed a draft pick. We never traded for a player. We never promoted a player. We never brought a player into the fold that we couldn't get 20 GMs and scouts to give a 100% endorsement to. If that kid smoked and one of our guys doesn't like smokers, then he don't come in. We don't say, no, don't worry about it. He hit 35 home runs and he smokes. No, no, no. All 25 people had to agree on his personal habits, his life habits, his social habits, his family habits, his work habits. Every single guy had to be 100% convinced that everything in this guy's life, he had to tie his shoelaces correct. All 20 guys had to agree that he ties his shoelaces correct. All 20 guys. If we had one man in our organization that said he wasn't sure, we took his name off the list. In 2 years, we built an organization. Eric Hosmer, the Greek guy at third base, okay? He says, that's how we built this team fast. Every one of our people had to be 100% convinced about 100% of everything in that boy's life, or he wasn't coming on the team. We wanted 100% coachable team, not 99.9. So usually we go 90%, 98%, and we overlook the fact that he doesn't smile. No, we're not overlooking anything. If he doesn't smile at everybody in the organization, if he doesn't say hello to everybody in the organization, if he doesn't say good morning to the cook, he's not playing for the Kansas City Royals. If he doesn't kiss his girlfriend goodbye in the parking lot, he's not playing for the Kansas City Royals. If he doesn't give his mother a hug when she walks through the door and introduce her to everybody in the room, he's not playing for the Kansas City Royals. That's how they did it. When I heard his answer, I was astounded but not surprised and terribly energized at their commitment to this philosophy. You guys should be saying thank you to the cook when they bring it to the table. You should be saying thank you when they pick up the dishes. You should be saying thank you when they wash the floor. You should be saying thank you for every single meal. You should be looking up at the construction guys going, wow guys, looks good. Jeremy, good job. Thank you for being here today, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. You want success in your life? That's what you do. Learn how to reach out and touch people in a positive way. When a coach comes in to coach you, learn how to touch that coach in a positive way. If you have a question, get your question answered. If your philosophy is diametrically opposed to the coach, say, Coach, you know, I've always been doing it a different way, and I always thought it was better if my hands were here. So you're telling me you want my hands here? Is that what you want me to do? Because I've always tried to do it this way, but I was taught to do it this way. Do you want me to do it this way? Okay, that's what you want. Let me try to do that, Coach. Make that coach feel like he's coaching. Be coachable. Okay? Can we do that? Coach these people. Thank everybody around you. Be humble, be tough, be focused. But don't be so self-centered and so into yourself that you can't reach out and touch people in a positive way. All right? Thank you.
So who do we have here? What's your name?
JR.
Speak up. What's your name?
JR.
How old are you?
8.
Where do you come from?
Florida.
Florida's big. Any particular place?
Jupiter.
Jupiter, Florida. Nice. And where are you?
Dominican Republic.
And where are you there?
At a top 10 baseball academy.
Yeah. Can you speak up a little? I got hard.
At a top 10 baseball academy.
Yeah. How long you been here?
This is around my 6th day.
6th day?
I mean, Thursday.
Are you learning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You look in good shape, man. You're not tired from all the workouts?
Well, today we had a day off except for
So you ready to show Coach Jimmy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's big time here. Is that right, Coach Jimmy?
That's right. We're ready to go with JR from Florida. JR is a switch hitter.
Oh, I remember seeing him left and right that day.
Yeah.
Woo!
They can do both. So let's work on our right hand swing and left hand swing. Let's start with the switch hitting drill. No ball right now. Just going to do the switch hitting drill. Okay. So you're going to go right. And then we're going to switch back to left. Good. Hold your balance. And switch back to left. Good. Then we're going to practice our positions 1, 2, 3, 4 from the right side. So we're going to go to position 1. This is your relaxed position. The pitcher is relaxed. You're relaxed. A little bit more tension in the legs because we don't want to have to get everything ready at the last minute. You're looking out at the pitcher. Pitcher brings his hands together, so you're going to move your hands when he moves his hands. Pitcher's going to start striding, and you're going to stride, and then we're going to swing. Okay, so I'm going to call it out. 1, 2, 3, stroke. 1, 2, 3, stroke. 1, 2, 3, and stroke. Good. And we're going to go back to 1. Upper deck, big home run, big swing, up top. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and swing. You're going to step first. Let's get the swing first, and then the step. Okay, step's going to come last. Don't step too early. 1, 2, 3, and swing, and then the step. Okay, good job. So this one's so 3-2 is a fastball count. On his fastball, he's afraid of you on the fastball. He's going to bring the deuce with the 0-2 count. So we're going 1. He's relaxing. He's getting ready. Relax, relax, relax. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Yeah, step out. Take your time. Think about what you need to do. Step back in. 3. And swing. Whoa, did you hear that wish? Bam, baby, bam.
I am not cool.
Home run. That a baby. That a baby. All right, let's hit a couple more there. We got to back up, bud. Oh, yeah. Huh. Go. Go. Go, go, go. Oh, yeah. Boy, yeah. That boy. That boy. Bomb.
All right, let's go righty.
Yeah, that was nice.
Don't hit me.
Nice.
I'm the video guy. You want to be good to me. Okay, let's see.
Quick hits.
What's up, baby? Okay, one more. All right, one more time, switch. Can you do it? Can you do it? All right. All right. Oh yeah, go, go. Oh yeah, go. Go. Oh yeah. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh yeah, go. Good. Wow, yeah. Well, that was your best one. Good job. All right. Okay, let's just. That boy. Who's up next? Who's on that? Who's up? Okay. That boy. Okay, take 2 or 3 lefty. Here we go, big 5. Finished. All right, guys, we're going to do some pulls together as a team. So I don't want the fast guys pulling away, and I don't want the slow guys pulling behind. Okay? So we're going to get down. We're going to do a poll. Lennon's in charge. 30 seconds. Talk politics. You can talk about President Trump. Talk about the economy. Whoa! Democrats.
Series. Talk about the College World Series. You got 30 seconds. What's that? And then bring the group back to me. Okay? Ready? Go. Stay together. Together. Go. Stay together. Stay together.
Nice, JR.
I think the coach's philosophy of empowering the parents by being coaches is fantastic.
I think Coach Jimmy is a maestro with baseball.
Okay.
Yeah!
And you? How about you with Coach Jimmy?
So anyway, we're going to talk about coaching and baseball and
listening?
your future and life. Because you're the guy, the reason we're all here today. You see? We're here today because of you. Did you know that? Everybody's here today because of you. And we're all here today because we all love you. But guess who loves you the most? Huh? Your mom and your dad. That's who loves you the most. So I got a question for you. It's kind of like a trick question. Okay? Who's your best coach? Who's your number one coach? Probably your dad is right. That's right. Who coaches you in lacrosse? Your dad. Who coaches you in football? Your dad. Who coaches you in baseball? That's right. And who coaches your dad? Your mom. Your mom. So when we do today's session, we're going to involve Dad a little bit more in the drills, so that Dad remembers how to do some of those drills. So this way, because you guys drive a long way to come see me, and Mom and Dad spend a lot of money on gas, food, paying coach, right? And it gets expensive. So we want to make sure that you guys can have real good quality time together, training, when you have time in the backyard, in the garage, maybe at the local field. Tell Mom and Dad you love them. You should give them a hug right now. Give them a hug. All right, buddy. Let's get stretched out. Okay.
Doing this with the dads that have the ability to do this.
Okay.
So this way you guys are real good at doing the drills and you know what we're looking for.
Right, right.
So we're going to involve you more and more as much as we can.
Okay.
So that you're looking at the right stuff, you're doing the same drills,
Right, right.
it's concurrent, everything is blending together nicely.
Perfect.
All right? Okay?
Madison's report card is exceptional. Now you gotta keep your elbows up. I saw Slacker, I think. No. I'm good here.
Jess used to do these too.
I know, I'm hearing that.
Keep your body straight. Just try to work the shoulder. Is it tough?
Yeah.
That's good. Don't go too high. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do another one. This side too. Bring it straight up. Try to bring it straight. Try to bring it straight up. Don't hurt yourself now. Keep so straight. Good.
What's happening?
1 foot. And you learn how to switch feet. Back and forth. It's very, very important to know that if you throw the baseball or the football before doing these warm-ups, you are risking your future career. You are risking injury. We don't want you to get hurt. We want you to be a 4. If your arm gets hurt, you'll never be a 4, you'll be a 2 or a 3. We don't want your arm to get sore. It should not get sore. It should not get hurt. And so the warm-ups that you did is the beginning to getting the arm warm. So now we've done the You did your POWs, you did your Dominican arm movements. Now you did some rotator cuff work. Now we're going to do some holds. Remember how we do a hold? We don't actually throw the ball. We're going to start warming up the body, throwing motion, and we're going to continue to warm up the arm without putting pressure on the arm. Once we've warmed up the arm, then we can start throwing. Now this takes a lot of patience on behalf of the coach.
I've got to keep my composure.
You've got to keep your composure. You just got to relax and let the grass grow. We want him to be perfect all the time. He's not going to be. We're going to warm up. That was a very good one. Awesome finish. Throw the ball. Nice. You learn how you. So it's isolating the upper body now. See how the upper body's a little out of sync? Yeah. Okay. No, we're not flipping it. Gotta learn how to use your whole body. Let the whole body turn, okay? Let the whole body turn. This is a hard drill, yep. Go ahead and throw this next one. I'm going to help you. And when we finish, we want this shoulder pointed this way. Look at the net. Look at the net. Gloves here. This shoulder goes here. Look at the net. Look at the net. The body should rotate all the way from there. So he's rotating from here. He's rotating all the way through. So we're working upper body rotation right now, which is very hard for them at this age. Okay? Nice and slow. Work the upper body. Much better. Go back to the original drill, and you can throw these, okay? You're going to catch these, and you can do a pitching motion, right? Dad, you jump in. That's it.
How we doing, bud?
Good to see you. I can't hear. They just got to be together.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do it with the post.
Watch that leg lift. Back to motion. Lift the ball up in the air. Okay. Again, you know what's we're focusing on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nice finish. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So today we have JR, switch hitter. How old are you? 8 years old, from Jupiter. Where are you from? Florida. You play lacrosse too, don't you? Football too? Man, you're an athlete. Did you say hello to Colleen today? This is Coach Colleen from the Virgin Islands. Okay? Colleen brought her players here to train with you. You think you can keep up with them? Okay, if Coach tells you to do something, you just do it, okay? All right? Okay, buddy, good job. You're ready to go.
Okay. You like the swimming part? Yeah, the swimming was pretty good this morning, huh? I saw you jumping in that swimming pool, huh? How about the hitting? How's the hitting going? You working on your switch hitting? Doing both? How's the lefty swing looking? Think it'll be okay? Yeah. How many hits did you get in that championship game?
Well, I tied it up around 2 times. And
You tied the game up?
I got about around 5 RBIs.
Got 5 RBIs in one game? 5
I
RBIs?
also went in extra innings.
Say again?
It helped that it went into extra innings.
Oh, so you helped put the game into extra innings?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Good.
Huh?
Good.
Felt pretty good, huh? Yeah, you've been hitting real good. Your game timing is getting really better. Timing the ball. Your swing is beautiful.
I was just working on that with Samuel.
Oh, you were working on it with Samuel? Good job. All right, well, where are you going today?
The White Sox.
White Sox? Gonna go see the White Sox play? Wow, baseball city, huh? Pretty fun stuff, huh? Major League Baseball, huh? Major League Baseball, the Dominican Republic.
Kind of Major League Baseball, but kind of not Major League Baseball.
Yeah, because it's rookie ball, right? It's the rookies. How old are those boys, you know? About 16, 17. That's rookie ball. All right? Okay, well, have fun today.
Okay.
Hey, Coach Jimmy B, Top 10 Baseball here with JR from the St. Louis Cardinals. How old are you now, JR? 9 years old. Hey, listen, the Cardinals are pretty good. They made it to the playoffs this year, right? Yeah, pretty good. So we're going to start a little activation program. We're going to do some POWs. So let's start off with two balls, POW, and then we'll go to the glove with the POW, okay? Here we go. So go ahead down. We're going to activate these shoulders, get these arms warmed up. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the glove, JR, and we're going to put one ball on the glove. And we're going to double up the weight. Okay. Paul's taking the videotape of you mostly. Okay. Throw. Okay? No glove. No glove. Ready? Right here. So you're going to do ankle to ankle. Ankle to ankle. Give me a nice, small, right. That was the front step, right? We're going to do the back step. Good. One more back step. Give yourself a little bit. Do a front cross into a back cross and go. One more time, front cross to back cross. Give yourself some more space.
The brain secretes a mucous membrane material called myelin, M-Y-E-L-I-N, and it forms a sheathing, a protective, insulative sheathing around the electrical system that fires muscles and controls movements. And the more times that you do something, the more the myelin gets created for that activity. The brain goes on automatic, the muscles go on automatic. So it's a process of called myelinization.
Hi guys, Coach Jimmy B here, Top 10 Florida Baseball at our Dominican Academy. Coach Sansone is here, and we have our players from the Bahamas. Does anybody here know who Fred Ferrara is? Does that name sound familiar? Fred Ferrara is the Director of International Player Development for the Baltimore Orioles. He helped put the New York Yankee First Academy here on the island. He's worked as an international scouting director for about 8 or 10 major league teams. Fred is in his 70s now. He's been scouting baseball players for about 40 years. He's called the Shark of the Caribbean. He is the most famous scout in the world. He has signed more major league players than any scout ever. He's up to about 170, 180 major league players. Not just signings. 180 of his players have made it all the way. And the guy that's in second place is at about 50. There's a big difference. Fred is the Shark. Travels all over the world. He's been to every country in the world. He's been one of the top men in every organization. And if you ask Fred, how do you know that you don't have a good baseball player? He said it's very simple. I'm going to shake their hand. And the way that they shake my hand tells me almost everything I need to know. I've never made a mistake with a baseball player evaluating how he shakes my hand. If I like him on the field, and I like his body, when I shake his hand, I know whether he's a major leaguer or he's not. And if I like him on the field, and I like the way he looks, and he plays good, but he does not know how to shake my hand, I do not sign him. That's my #1 rule. This is the #1 scout in the world. Would you like to learn how to pass that test? Okay? Now, you boys are from the Caribbean, you're from the Bahamas, you've got wonderful families, you've got a British background, you have a Caribbean flavor, you all have very good manners. You're not wild and you're not out of control and you're not rude, you're nice boys. But now I need you to be a man. And there's a difference between a nice boy from the Caribbean and a man that's going to be a major league player. So one of the things that we're going to teach you here is how to introduce yourself to a scout. Okay? So, your eye contact becomes very important. You must look him in the eye when you shake his hand. You're going to give him a firm handshake. And you're going to smile, and you're going to be warm, and you're going to be sincere, and you're going to have some energy when you shake his hand. You may even want to use a second hand to hold his hand. You watch what Donald Trump does. He makes a very big deal of connecting to the person. He will never just shake your hand and say, "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Jimmy." No, he will never do that. When the French leader of the French French country, France, met Donald Trump, they had a contest. Who could squeeze the hardest and the longest and be most intense? And neither one of them would let go, because he was telling the other person, "I am stronger than you." This is your chance to introduce yourself. If a scout is shaking your hand, he probably saw you play already. And he probably likes you. Now he wants to know more about you. And he's about to write information in the book about what kind of person you are. He saw how you play, but now he wants to know what kind of a man you are. Because boys don't make it to the major leagues. Men make it to the major leagues. And you're all approaching manhood right now. We have some older players here, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? So, this is very important. You have to transfer some energy. Your eyes have to make contact with that person. You need to bring your energy into that person. This is a man-to-man relationship. With a woman, you might be a little bit more gentle. But with a man of substance, a man that's important to you in your future, you are introducing yourself that I am ready and I am a man and I can handle myself. You are talking to the right man. You must communicate that with your handshake, and you only have 2 seconds, 3 seconds to do this. Okay? So, my name is Jimmy Baseball. Nice to meet you. Pleasure, pleasure. What's your name? Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so you see how he stood up, he smiled, he looked at me, he gave me energy, he shook my hand firm, he gave me a second hand. Okay? Does that make sense?
My name was Ashley. Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Ashley Boyd. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure, pleasure. Nice young man. It looked like you did a nice job on the field today.
Yes.
You have fun?
Yes, sir.
You enjoy yourself? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Good job, okay? You see what we're doing here? Okay? So, when that comes, okay, what's your name?
Brandon Russell.
Brandon Russell, nice to meet you. I like the way you did a nice job out there today, Brandon. You look good. You like the game?
Yes, sir.
All right, good job today. I like that. Very good. Nice job. And you continue to look in the air. Don't look away when you're going down. Don't turn your head when you go away. Make sense? Huh? What's your name, sir? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Okay, you want to speak very clearly? Okay? You guys have a little bit of a Caribbean accent. You have a little bit of a British accent. You put that two together. You're talking to an old man. He's a scout. Maybe he doesn't hear so good. So you want to make it easy for him. You understand? So, what is your name again? Trevor name? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Squeeze my hand when you say that, Trevor. What's your name? All right. Do it one more time. Nice to meet you, Trevor. Pleasure, pleasure. Thank you for coming today. Okay?
Jimmy, you're saying that like one word, but
So listen. I need you guys to practice. You need to practice with the other players. You need to practice with the coach. You need to practice amongst yourselves. It's practice. You're only going to get one chance to introduce yourself to this scout. It has to be perfect. You can't miss it up. He's judging you very closely. We got it? What's your name?
My name is Ashley Boydell.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Manuel Sanders.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Trevor.
Squeeze that hand, baby. Squeeze it, baby. Give me some energy. Give me some energy. Come on, baby. Bring it. Attaboy, attaboy. What's your name?
My name is Kevon Wright.
Well, I'm sorry, I missed that?
Kevon Wright.
Oh, nice to meet you, Kevon. Nice job today out there. You look good. Your little left-handed picture? Huh? Looking good, baby. Looking good. Here's the big right. What's your name?
Brandon Russell.
Brandon Russell. You're a good-looking kid, Brandon. You look good out there. I like you. Look like you're throwing about 96 miles an hour today, huh? Looks like you enjoyed this game. Nice job, Brandon. Nice job out there. Who's this big home run hitter here?
My name is Harry Evans.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And this is our catcher, third baseman right here. Yeah. What's your name, sir?
You say this?
What's your name? Walter Ford. Nice to meet you, Walter. You have a good time today? Welcome to the academy. All right? Good job. Yeah. Okay, you understand what we're trying to do here?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Listen, you got to be good at this. You need to be an expert at this. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. I'm going to test you. Can we do it?
Yeah.
You get a new player come in, you see a parent. That's your chance to practice. Okay? Did you introduce yourselves to the cooks yet?
Yeah.
The cooks, the girls that are cooking and cleaning your rooms?
No, sir.
Huh? That's rude. They're cooking for you, they're cleaning for you, and you didn't shake their hand yet?
No.
And you didn't introduce yourself? Get the job done. Go introduce yourself to those women. Make sure you say thank you. When they clean your room, you say thank you. Okay? Got it? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, what am I doing in
Hey. Kafe, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Good? Johnny. Rep. What's your name?
Trevor.
How old is it?
Trevor.
Hello, my name is Anson. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you,
Very
Sassoon.
welcome.
Yeah, we're still doing great. We're still in